It's time for Portland Wrestling 2000s. Now, here he is, your number one host, Frank Culbertson.
Hey wrestling fans, Frank Culbertson here, once again on Portland Wrestling 2000's YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to subscribe and like the channel so you don't miss a moment of action. And if you're watching this on Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. We hope you've had your fill of turkey, stuffing, potatoes, all of the fixings that go along with Thanksgiving. And if you're watching it afterwards, we hope you had a terrific turkey day. In pro wrestling, it was not uncommon to have cards on Thanksgiving night or to have pay-per-views on Thanksgiving. And tonight, Portland Wrestling 2000's YouTube channel is bringing that tradition back with some terrific matches, some from the pay-per-view, Total Chaos, that we did in Portland Wrestling, but also just some terrific matches. And up first, we're going to show you Adam Thornstowe versus Luster the Legend. Now, most of you will know that they've gone on to become Reno Scum, a tremendous tag team in Ring of Honor, in Impact Wrestling, and on indies all around the United States. A terrific team. But in Portland, they were on separate sides. Luster was with the Cartel, and Adam was with Dr. Luther and the Army of Darkness. But here's their first match where they were facing each other. First, we'll get a few words from Vinnie Massaro, who, truthfully, one of the underrated speakers in professional wrestling.
If you want to be part of the Cartel for 1-9, the Lumberjack, we can take care of that. We got a one-day contract if you want.
You guys are buying friends?
You know what? That's how we do. You got a problem with that?
Not at all. Not at all.
By the way, tonight, someone's going to be sleeping with the fishes, if you know what I mean. And it ain't going to be us. Capiche? Mulanjan, huh?
Luster the...
Repeat it.
Mulanjana?
That's what you are.
Oh, heck. Luster the Legend, let's bring you in here, sir. You are undefeated here in Portland Wrestling, and tonight, win streak continuing?
You got that right. Adam Thornstowe. It doesn't matter how many tattoos you get. You're still a pretty boy to me. And I'm not here to look pretty. I'm here to beat people up. So tonight, when it's all over, I'm walking out the winner. You're walking out the loser. AOD, I got my boomstick right here, daddy. And it's loaded, and it's got a hair trigger. So get ready, Thornstowe. That's all.
Next, it's Luster the Legend and Adam Thornstowe. Let's send it to the ring.
This match is scheduled for one fall, weighing at 255 pounds, representing the Cartel, Luster the Legend. His opponent at 213 pounds from the AOD, Adam Thornstowe.
Jim Valley, what a tremendous matchup this is going to be. Adam Thornstowe, a spike here himself against the man with the biggest spike in Portland wrestling. In wrestling, Luster the Legend.
Battle of the Mohawks here. It's also, more importantly, your battle of the Cartel against the Army of Darkness. Something the fans are wanting to see, and we're going to see it here tonight on Portland Wrestling. This is going to be a brawl.
There is no wrestling action right in this. It is blow after blow. Both men standing toe-to-toe. He's holding on to the hair of Luster the Legend. Good move by Thornstowe.
Can you blame him? That thing is just standing out there. He looks like a shark.
Luster the Legend outside took tremendous punches from Thornstowe. Thornstowe's sliding baseball kick out. Luster the Legend's down. Well, I am still stunned by what we have just heard from Derek Drexel, and now he's out scouting talent, taking some notes on a beautiful Palm Pilot, I believe, over there.
I just want to know. Watch out! Oh, goodness gracious!
Oh, now he just drops him down.
Right into the ring post, into a power bomb. That has got to be devastating on the spine of Adam Thornstowe.
Well, the Cartel definitely has been priming Luster to be a little more vicious. Coming up next, fans, we will have the Lumberjack match for the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship. Another match the fans have been clamoring about.
That is going to be amazing as the AOD is going to get in the ring with the Cartel, and the gold is on the line. And this time, Vinnie Massaro and Big Ugly can't run away because the Lumberjacks are going to keep them in the ring where they belong.
That's going to be a great matchup here on Portland Wrestling. Another one in the ring right now. If you miss any of the action, make sure to get to Video on Demand to watch Portland Wrestling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, absolutely for free.
I'm going to use On Demand just to see Derek Drexel's suit again. That thing is...
Look at his resplendent and bright.
That thing is just pimping.
doing a good job, man. You too, Jim. Good job.
Derek's just giving us cash, Jim.
Look at that. That's nice. Maybe I'll go and buy myself some duds. But I don't think they have stuff like that at the men's warehouse, do they?
I don't think so. Luster right now, that's his size advantage. Got him in a bear hug. The size of his arms, Jim, and the height has really got Thornstowe in a bad way.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do. I mean, big men throughout wrestling history have utilized that bear hug to their advantage for decades, and Luster the Legend is no exception.
Well, speaking of big men, big knee lift flips Thornstowe right over. Derek Drexel clapping for that. Maybe he's going to buy the Cartel.
Maybe, or maybe he's going to buy Luster from the Cartel. Who knows?
Well, some of the mistakes Luster has made lately in contract negotiations, that might be available. But now a rake across the eyes with the bootlaces, a la the ladies' choice.
I'll tell you what, Adam Thornstowe has really got a tall order here in the Luster the Legend. You know, the Army of Darkness has really been on fire here lately in the Pacific Northwest. So has the Cartel. You know, what's going to happen when these two forces meet? You know, something has got to give.
Absolutely. Look at the chest of Adam Thornstowe. Beat red from the chop by Luster the Legend. Big double chop puts him right down. 1, 2, almost a 3 count. Last week here on Portland Wrestling, we saw the Blanchards in action with the winner of their match against Team Hell getting a number 1 contenders matchup. We'll talk about that right after this commercial timeout from some of our great sponsors here on Portland Wrestling. We're mentioning before the break, the Blanchards now the number 1 contenders for the tag team championship. Their 90-day contract or punishment, if you will, is up in 6 days. They get the winner of the matchup, the main event next, Cartel AOD.
I'll tell you what, a lot of times you just get lucky, and the Blanchards are lucky. They're the number 1 contenders at the time that their punishment is ending. You know they are hungry to hand those titles over. AOD or the Cartel against the Blanchards, that is going to be a tremendous matchup.
It is the tag team division in Portland Wrestling getting better and stronger. Although it appears we might have lost Team Hell, we haven't actually heard from Damon Scythe since the chair shot that he took. Jason Sullivan not returning calls or emails. Very, very upset after last week's show. But maybe Derek Drexel is going to be bringing in a tag team.
You never know. I can think of big power slam by Luster the Legend. I can't pick 5 tag teams out in any national organization off the top of my head. Tag team wrestling here in Portland Wrestling is hot, it's healthy, and it's exciting.
And it's going to get even better, as I understand that Cowboy Lone Star John Pittman is going to be bringing in his tag team partner in the next couple of weeks, and that should really shake up things once again. Derek Drexel has been really applauding Luster the Legend. I think Vinnie and Big Ugly might have a little concern here, but look at Thornstowe firing back. He is filled with rage right now, Jim.
I'll tell you what, that Yakuza kick, that Mafia kick by Luster appeared to do the damage, but Adam Thornstowe, big back body drop. Adam Thornstowe airbound, courtesy of Luster the Legend.
Luster threw him almost up, hit the TV lights up in the ceiling here, Jim. That was a tremendous back body drop.
That is as big a back body drop as you are going to see in this business. With the addition of Paul Isadora into the Army of Darkness, I will also be excited to see Luster, the big man from the Cartel, face off against Paul Isadora as well.
Well, we've seen Isadora take on Brian Zane, move up to a man the size of Sideshow, but a man the size of Luster the Legend, that would be a tremendous matchup, Jim. You are absolutely correct.
Hopefully the board of directors someday will be able to sign that match. Definitely one of the many dream matches here in Portland Wrestling is Luster the Legend just putting the boots down to Adam Thornstowe.
I understand that wrestlers from all over the United States, all over the world, in Canada, Mexico, have been sending in their tapes, their resumes to the board of directors, wanting to enter the tournament for the light heavyweight championship belt that sits here in front of me. That used to be SPW belt. Caden Matthews won, turned it into the light heavyweight belt of Portland Wrestling. I understand Bonsai Bruce has signed. He will be back for that tournament. Chupacabra has signed. Several other national stars, world stars signing, and maybe Derek Drexel will bring someone in.
Tell you what, when you talk about cruiserweights or junior heavyweights or the X division or lightning division, whatever you want to call it, it is some of the most exciting, high-flying, athletic action you're going to find anywhere. And when that belt is on the line, that is going to be very exciting for Portland Wrestling.
Absolutely. We saw Chupacabra in in action last week against Rick Luxury. A tremendous victory for Chupacabra. Now, big shoulder tackle. Did you see him leave his feet, Jim?
I'm surprised Adam Thornstow didn't lose his lunch when it came to that. What is Derek Drexel doing?
He's
throwing around
money. Lester just kicked it away.
Does he think he's at the Acropolis just throwing money up there in the ring like that? What are you doing?
Sure. He's going for the pin. He's got Thornstow down now. That's 2, but Thornstow able to barely kick out. He doesn't accept money. He knows where his loyalty lies. The Cartel was to see that, Jim. He'd be gone.
Uncle Sal would not be happy about that. He'd be buying him some cement shoes.
Absolutely. We mentioned LC a little bit ago. He might join LC in the foundation business, if you know what I mean.
Well, we talked about earlier the mohawks of Adam Thornstow and Lester the Legend, but just a moment ago, Adam Thornstow using the facial hair of Lester the Legend to his advantage, grabbing onto those big, I guess those are chops. I don't know.
That's a mutton chop there, Jim, I do believe.
It looks more like a side of beef on the side of the face of Lester the Legend.
The man is big enough for a whole side of beef. Lester the Legend now backing off as the referee breaks the count in the corner. Thornstow now taking the big man down, kicking on the back of Lester's leg. Good move by Thornstow.
Dr. Luther, definitely the leader of the AOD. There's no doubt about it, but I would argue that the heart and soul of the Army of Darkness is in Adam Thornstow. He is just not giving up as he takes on the much larger, possibly much stronger Lester the Legend. But wait a second!
It's the curb stomp coming up. He's got him. He's got both arms.
Lester's fighting. He knows what's coming. Like a lamb being led to the slaughter. Lester knows.
There it is. The curb stomp once again by Adam Thornstow. Lester has bit a bit of the concrete.
I'll tell you what, I don't care how big, how bad you are. When that curb stomp comes, you go down, and chances are you're going to leave some teeth on the canvas.
There he is. Thornstow. Oh, double stomp off the top rope. Oh, my goodness. It is all over.
Wow, look at that.
What in the world was that?
A bloody nose from the curb stomp, just the kind of damage you can see on the face there of Lester the Legend, and a victorious Adam Thornstow, and all the AOD Army of Darkness fans love it.
Oh my goodness, Lester the Legend took a double stomp off the top rope, Jim.
And it's a testament to his strength that he's actually standing. I think that would have beaten any man in this business, and I don't know if Uncle Sal is going to be very happy about that, but I think Lester knows he's in big trouble.
An absolutely terrific match between Lester the Legend and Adam Thornstow. Thornstow coming out victorious against Vinnie Massaro, and we're going to go to that match in just a minute. But a couple of back notes. Jim Valley mentioned something about the Acropolis. I'm not sure what that is. I understand it might be a strip club in Portland, but I wouldn't know. And then he mentioned the Blanchards several times. And the Blanchards are going to be the next featured tag team here in Portland Wrestling. If you don't know them, you're going to want to stay tuned for their matches. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the Blanchards. But now let's go to the ring with Vinnie Masaro versus Adam Thornstow.
His opponent at 215 pounds from the AOD, Adam Thornstow.
The AOD, Adam Thornstow, Paul Isadora, who will be in action December 1st on the Portland Wrestling Total Chaos pay-per-view. Coming to the ring, this matchup, Adam Thornstow versus Vinnie Massaro, Jim Valley. This is going to be one amazing
Tell you what, this promises to be a huge, huge matchup with a lot of things riding on the pay-per-view. And I'll tell you what, Adam Thornstow on pay-per-view is going to be out of control. There's no doubt about that.
Adam Thornstow anywhere is out of control. This man is he's a lunatic in the ring, one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. He can take tremendous pain. Paul Isadora, we saw what he did last week. Wow.
We will see what happens come pay-per-view when the Cartel faces off against the AOD, Paul Isadora, Adam Thornstowe TLC match. There is going to be some lumber broken there, no doubt about it.
Big Ugly out here with the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship belt on. Will the Cartel retain the titles, Jim Valley? It's going to be, as we say in wrestling, Katie bar the door. That isn't even going to be a good understanding of what's going to take place.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of Big Ugly or Vinnie Massaro, but I got to say I like the two new members of the Cartel.
Jim Valley, I'm not sure what Vinnie's significant other is doing out here except for whining an awful lot.
What are you talking about? We always see Big Ugly. Oh, you mean the girl. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Nice move there by Adam Thornstowe, opening up with a series of clotheslines into the hip toss on Vinnie Masaro. Adam Thornstowe often a quick starter in these matches, and he has got to capitalize, and it looks like he is. Smart move there, heads up by Adam Thornstowe.
Oh!
Nice drop kick there through the ropes onto Big Ugly, caught him napping. And Adam Thornstowe, he is geared up for December 1st on pay-per-view for the tag team titles, Frank. Tables, ladders, and chairs.
You're not going to miss that one. Thornstowe springboard drop kick clear across the ring. Adam Thornstowe is focused. He's got him. That's good doing. That's one. That's two. Almost a 3 count by the referee in the ring for this great matchup. Big snap mare. Thornstowe takes him down in control of the matchup. Really taking Vinnie Massaro down in control, Jim.
If there's a knock on Adam Thornstowe, it's that sometimes he loses focus. He loses focus in the ring, and he's not focused on winning the match. That's probably the reason he was not Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion for a very long time. But when you're on pay-per-view and your tables, ladders, and chairs, that kind of craziness plays right into Adam Thornstowe's playbook.
Absolutely. There's almost a 2 count. Again, referee's hand would just hit the mat as Vinnie Massaro kicked out. Vinnie Massaro is a master in the ring. You have to really beat this man over and over and over to be able to get a pinfall out of him. Thornstowe up on top, going for a 10 count, punches in the head, but Vinnie Massaro has nothing to do with it.
Nice heads-up maneuver there by Vinnie Massaro. Yes, they break the rules. Yes, they've made people sleep with the fishes, but these guys would not be on top in Portland Wrestling if they weren't good. They
have been the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion and still are. Luster the Legend, who was in the barbed wire no-rope death match on Total Chaos, Jim. He is still the champion, and Dr. Luther's going to have to do everything he can if he's going to take that title away. That matchup is going to be insane.
Much like Bubba Blanchard getting beaten down by his brother before the pay-per-view, the Cartel taking advantage of the 2-on-1, trying to weaken Adam Thornstowe before December 31st. Before December 1st, you can get it on the 31st as well. But nice suplex into the ring there by Vinnie Massaro.
And if we can get a camera on Vinnie's wife focusing over here, if I can get camera 4 to pick her up. Look, she's just filing her nails. Look at the jewelry she's got. She's totally unimpressed by anything going on in the ring. Vinnie saying, what's going on? And she's just, Jim, this is diva.
I'll tell you what, Frank, I don't think that she cares how Vinnie makes his money. She just cares that he makes his money. She's not interested in how the sausage is made. She just wants to eat.
And Uncle Sal cares about the money that's being made. And he cares about how she spends some of that money, because I understand she spends some in ways a little gambling problem, as some other people have been known to do. I understand some of that money is in Vegas.
Well, I mean, come on. Vinnie's a very good wrestler, but clearly she's not with him for his looks.
Vinnie Massaro, down he goes. Good move by Adam Thornstowe. Able to kick out is Vinnie Massaro, and now a clothesline takes him right down. Big Ugly really chanting encouragement over on the side.
And again, there's Adam Thornstowe kind of losing focus like he always does. Tremendous intensity, great ability, but there's just times where he needs to focus on winning the match and not trying to hurt someone or himself.
Vinnie Massaro with some new ink on his arm there, Jim Valley. I'm not sure what it all means, but there's got to be something. The Cartel doesn't do anything without a purpose. That's sending a message to someone.
And they will send a message December 1st, Total Chaos table, ladders, and chairs. It was just, a couple of months ago, Paul Isadora was put through a table by the Cartel. Can you imagine what's going to happen on pay-per-view?
That is just going to be an insane matchup, fans. Don't forget, it is going to be Rick Luxury versus Chupacabra. It is Billy Two Eagles versus Mustafa Philadelphia Street Fight. You've got a table, ladders, and chairs match for the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship. You have got Marquis of Queensberry rules with Virgil Flynn defending against British Messiah Timothy Thatcher. And you've got Luster the Legend defending his Pacific Northwest heavyweight title in a no-rope, barbed wire death match. Jim Valley, top to bottom, it doesn't get any better than that.
Absolutely not. I mean, Frank, everybody who watches wrestling knows there are pay-per-views on all the time. And those pay-per-views have become just another day at the office for those wrestlers. This is the first ever Portland Wrestling pay-per-view. It matters to these wrestlers, and they are going to let it all hang out. And you want to see it on pay-per-view December 1st, no doubt about it.
And who can forget brother versus brother I Quit cage match. Another great matchup on that. We don't have any six-sided ring. We don't have ECW former arena where it's supposed to be hardcore. We've got Total Chaos December 1st through December 31st right here on Comcast. And right now, feeling the effects of Total Chaos from Vinnie Massaro is Adam Thornstowe.
And we don't have your daughter making the matches, so we appreciate that as well. Nice big back body drop there by Vinnie Massaro. These guys are focused and ready for December 1st on pay-per-view.
Let's see, there's a pin, there's 1, 2, almost a 3 count. If I can get camera 4 to pick up Vinnie's wife one more time, this is just getting ridiculous. She is so disgusted by Vinnie not getting that pin right there. She hasn't hardly paid any attention to the whole match. All she cares about is that Vinnie wins because the winner gets the bigger share of the purse.
You know, this explains a lot about who Vinnie is and why Vinnie and the Cartel have done what they've done over the years that they've been here in Portland Wrestling. Probably one of the driving forces of their success is her.
Absolutely. Behind every great man is a great woman, they say. And Vinnie Massaro, he's never really talked about family and the significant other for a while, but clearly we know who's pushing who on this one.
Who's wearing the pants?
Absolutely.
Nice forearm there by Adam Thornstowe. Big knee by Vinnie Massaro. These guys are letting it all hang out, gearing up for December 1st. Can you imagine tables, ladders, and chairs? We've seen the big 7-footer go through a table before, and Frank, 7-footers are not supposed to do that.
Oh, Vinnie Massaro thought he was the man. Thornstowe would have nothing to do with it. Springboard double stomp onto the back of Vinnie Massaro. What athleticism. Adam Thornstowe beaten, but he is pulling it up from down deep. Jim Valley, this man will not go down. He is going to win this matchup. If he has anything to say about it, Vinnie's going to have to kill him to beat him.
Tell you what, if this was December 1st, that stomp would have been through a table.
Absolutely. Thornstowe going up on top. Massaro turning around. He's catching the cross body block from the rafters. That was almost a 3 count. We have seen Adam Thornstowe win the Pacific Northwest heavyweight title with that exact move.
And Vinnie's wife is going crazy right now. She is mad that her husband is not getting the job done.
Big kick by Thornstowe. Thornstowe going up on top one more time. Oh,
and wait a second. Watch out. Big Ugly. Did you see that? Throws Paul Isadora into the guardrail there. Isadora goes down, and he's capitalizing now by beating down Adam Thornstowe.
Thornstowe is down for Big Ugly, but Paul Isadora has made a comeback. But Vinnie Massaro, and there's Luster the Legend. There is Luster the Legend. I am understanding this is a double DQ. Luster the Legend down, pounding on his shit, and in comes Dr. Luther. In comes Dr. Luther with his sledgehammer.
Everybody gearing up for December 1st. This match, a double disqualification. Come TLC time, there is no DQ. Anything goes, and it will, at the Total Chaos pay-per-view.
Well, Vinnie Massaro has picked up a chair right now. Dr. Luther in the ring has made the save. Adam Thornstowe has left. I am not sure where he has gone. But a table is coming out. A table is being brought out by the Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion, Luster the Legend, Isadora.
And here comes the ladder!
Oh my goodness, here comes the ladder. This is TLC. This is not supposed to happen to the pay-per-view, Jim Valley, but it looks like it is breaking down right here on Portland Wrestling tonight.
These guys are ready for this match. They wish it was December 1st right now, Frank. Can you look at the size of that ladder? Can you imagine Adam Thornstowe diving off that ladder, putting somebody through a table?
He is inviting them. He is inviting them into the ring. Big Ugly, Vinnie Massaro. Will they get into the ring? They are saying no, they will not. But you've seen these. They're not afraid of anything. They have been in brawls before. But with Dr. Luther, we're not sure. It looks like they're going to be getting in the ring here, Jim Valley. We are completely out of time. We need to go. We'll be back here on Portland Wrestling next week. The pay-per-view, December 1st. Don't miss it. That's Portland Wrestling, wrestling the way it should be.
A terrific matchup between Adam Thornstowe and Vinnie Massaro. Double countout, setting up the pay-per-view match, which would be Isadora and Thornstowe versus the Cartel. We're going to show you that match in just a minute. I wanted to mention that that's been Jim Valley on commentary with me. Jim, of course, is the host of Wrestling Observer Live every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. You should be tuning in to listen. Great stories. He does wrestling podcasting like nobody else. Jim Valley, Wrestling Observer Live. Now, on the next matchup, from the pay-per-view, the table, ladders, and chairs, it's going to be Don Koss, who, of course, was the announcer on Portland Wrestling for many, many years from the Don Owen era. It's great to have him as the head of the board of directors in storyline for Portland Wrestling. So let's go to that matchup right now. We'll be back with more right after that match.
Ooh, it's not going to get any better than this. Total Chaos. Let's go to the ring with Jim Valley.
Portland Wrestling, I've got 3 letters for you. TLC. This match is for the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship. It is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Let's bring out the defending champions right now, the Cartel.
Here I am.
There they are, coming through the door. They are your Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions. Like them or not, they have the gold. They've had the gold before. They wear it quite well. And Vinnie's wife coming to the ring once again. That is nothing but high maintenance, Don Koss.
Oh, my word.
And she is very concerned because it's been made clear to her that if the Cartel should lose the titles tonight, that their paycheck goes down, Don.
Oh, yeah.
The winner's share of the purse goes to the AOD.
Well, then what happens to Vinnie's wife, because she lives for that gold?
Yes, yes, she does. Her middle name is Bling.
Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be more than interesting. This is really going to be our Total Chaos right here.
Well, we've seen a cage match, Don Koss. Look, this lady is dressed to the hilt. Look at the fur that she's wearing, Don Koss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Vinnie knows where the money goes.
She does not buy off the rack. I'll tell you that.
No, absolutely not.
The Cartel, JD Bishop, Big Ugly, Vinnie Masaro. A TLC match, one of the most brutal matches in all of wrestling. Why do you bring your wife to ringside when something seriously could go wrong?
Why do I bring my wife to ringside? Because she's my wife. I look at her and I feel like I can do anything. You people shut your stinking mouth when I'm talking on the microphone.
Well, Vinnie's wife here looking a little bit bored even already, Don Koss.
Yeah, well, she just wants
What's your strategy tonight? Tables, ladders, and chairs against Adam Thornstowe and Paul Isadora. What can you do tonight to Adam Thornstowe and Paul Isadora to retain your titles here in tables, ladders, and chairs?
We're going to do whatever in the hell we want to do because we are the Cartel. We're why people come to this damn show and we're why other teams leave because they can't keep up with the talent you see in this ring.
There it is, fans. Whoa. You know what? I'm sick and tired of talking. Let's do this right now.
There he is calling for the AOD.
He sure
right
is.
Now. There are 2 referees coming to the ring right now, Don Koss. And there it is, the music for the AOD. The AOD, Paul Isadora, Adam Thornstowe, table, ladders, and chairs. It's breaking down right here and right now.
AOD, TLC, AOK with wrestling fans throughout the entire Northwest and wherever this pay-per-view is going to be seen.
Well, and listen to the eruption for the AOD coming through. These two men, Paul Isadora, 7 foot, 350 pounds of pure meanness. Ooh. The Cartel made a mistake with him. They woke the sleeping giant.
All right.
Well, that's Adam Thornstowe. Look at Isadora. He is focused. The look on his face as he prepares to do battle with the Cartel. Table, ladders, and chairs, Don. It's happening right now.
Oh, this is going to be, they're crossing every border and line of excitement that there is.
Adam Thornstowe looks like he is not going to start. As he's trying to climb over the ropes like Isadora.
No.
Isadora can't. He's got size.
The only other man I saw do that the way he does it was Andre the Giant.
Well, he is big.
Yeah. Oh, then there goes the Giant outside onto the floor.
Well, this is not a tag team.
He almost ended up in the lap of Vinnie's wife.
Absolutely. Well, you know, Don, this is not a regular tag team match. This is all 4 men in the ring at a time. It is a Texas Tornado type TLC match. And Isadora outside is giving the Cartel the head start on this big matchup.
Oh, there's a teamwork. Double drop. Oh, man.
That wasn't just a hip toss. That was a double slam by both men. What power they put him down. Adam Thornstowe able to kick out.
Now, this is basically your almost anything goes type match. And when you're bringing in tables and ladders and chairs, this is not your normal professional wrestling match.
Not absolutely. Thornstowe holds on. And look, Isadora. He's got them both by the throat. Up. Double choke slam.
Just lifts them up.
And Vinnie's wife, not too happy on the side here. She is quite disappointed in what she just saw. Well, Isadora outside after Big Ugly. Thornstowe and Massaro.
Her husband was on his back out there on the mat.
Well, right now, Adam Thornstowe going to work on Vinnie Masaro. The action fast and furious all over. Isadora with a big blow on Big Ugly. You can see Masaro now turning the tables on Adam Thornstowe.
Right now, the Cartel, well, they were in full, complete charge.
They're brawling all over the arena. Thornstowe.
Where's Vinnie going with the...
It is Isadora. The cameras can't even keep up with all the action. Big Ugly being brought outside the ring here at Cleveland National Guard Armory. And you can see Thornstowe and Massaro brawling back by the concession stand, Don.
Man, that's a huge meat hook type smash across the back of Big Ugly, and he is face down. And what happened to Thornstowe and
Thornstowe? They're in the back by the concession stand, Don, brawling all throughout Cleveland National Guard Armory. Now Isadora, Thornstowe reverses it into the door. Oh my goodness. Down went Vinnie Massaro, Big Ugly down in the ring.
Oh, there's Thornstowe. There he was anyway. It's hard to keep track of all these guys.
That's why we have 2 referees here, Don.
We've got 1 referee out there with Thornstowe and Vinnie, and another referee inside the ring.
And in the back, you can see these 2 men brawling in the back corner. Don, this is all over the place. It is action like you've never seen. Total chaos is happening right now, Don.
This is it. Total chaos right here, Portland Wrestling, and our pay-per-view. Here comes the Giant over here to ringside. What's he going? He's going under there for a chair. Okay. Now there is the chair. Part of the chair.
There is the chair. I am not sure where they are brawling in the back right now. Thornstowe and Vinnie Massaro. He turns around. Oh my goodness! And down
what did he nail him with? It wasn't a ladder or a chair or a table.
But Big Ugly there to take advantage of it. Isadora needs to get over there. Isadora is headed that direction. Fans, our camera's almost out of range. That's the kind of brutal matchup here at this TLC.
Look at this. Look at Isadora just leveled Vinnie out there.
And Don, the camera can't catch it right now. But Vinnie's wife is just filing her nails. She's not even paying any attention to this, Don.
No, she really has no clue here on this one. She just wants to count her money. Look at this. Vinnie has to almost jump up there to hit Isadora.
He is 7 foot.
Here comes Big Ugly.
Big Ugly taking on Adam, trying to make their comeback. They are brawling all over outside Cleveland. The action hasn't even taken place hardly in the ring tonight. Double suplex onto the concrete on Isadora. Look at the carnage that has happened.
We got bodies laying all over the place here. There's some romping and stomping by Thornstowe on
Big Ugly.
Big Ugly, yeah. And Isadora still flat on his face out on the floor out here.
And now
nobody's in the ring.
And Massaro and Adam Thornstowe brawling back to the ring. I'm hoping back by the concession stand right now. Isadora, he is in a lot of trouble. Into the concrete wall in the back.
This is where it can get very, very dangerous because they're battling through the crowd here at Cleveland National Guard Armory. And now, is that Vinnie with the chair?
That is Vinnie with a chair. He is trying to pick up Adam Thornstowe and just setting him up.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Hit him with a chair.
Look at that. Look at that.
And now Vinnie's wife, watching here on the monitor, is very pleased with what she sees because obviously she thinks the big winningest purse is coming her way.
Oh, yeah. She wants more gold. Wants more gold and silver.
There's Vinnie Masaro. And Adam Thornstowe now looks like he's being led back into the steel post outside the ring.
Oh, man, yeah. Big Ugly just threw Thornstowe right into that metal iron post. And here comes Vinnie with... Or is that Big Ugly?
That was Vinnie with a chop to the throat, a karate chop, downwind Isadora. And now Vinnie's wife celebrating out here. She's holding on to one of the tag team belts, Don. She's all about the gold, all about the bling.
Well, you know, as big as Isadora is, 7 feet tall, he's got 7 feet of hurt all over his body right now from the Cartel.
Absolutely. Now the mat has been moved. Isadora being led back to the ring. Oh, his shoulder and face first into the post.
I think that entire ring moved. The whole post moved when Isadora hit that full force.
And fans, we understand some of the camera shots are a little dark, but that's because they're all over the arena, Don.
Well, yeah. They're in places where we're not set up for cameras. But we're trying to follow the action. Now we got pans out there.
Wow. Vinnie saying he's the man, Don Cost.
Oh, yeah. And his wife is applauding.
Absolutely. Now Big Ugly and Massaro double teaming on Isadora, throwing him in because Adam Thornstowe is still down outside the ring on the right-hand side.
So we got, well, of course, with Isadora, you've got two men there in one.
He absolutely is a giant, Don Costa.
Yep, he is. Big Ugly with, oh, no, it's a reversal. And into the ropes goes Big Ugly. Down goes Isadora. Ugly with a nice move. Isadora misses.
Over goes the giant. Wow. How did Big Ugly get him over like that?
And in the meantime, Vinnie's out there with Thornstowe, laying some more hurts on him.
Big Ugly being pinned. There's 1, 2, almost a 3 count. Ugly barely able to get his shoulder up. Look at Thornstowe and Masaro outside the ring, still brawling. These two have so many issues from the time that Adam Thornstowe won the Pacific Northwest heavyweight title from Vinnie Massaro with a big cross body block. It's still controversial to this day, but Thornstowe did take the title. And now the suspenders are off, and he's choking Big Ugly. He is just choking away at Big Ugly.
Wow. We got everybody
and
back
now,
in the ring now.
Oh, he's got the sleeper hold. Vinnie Massaro, an expert of the sleeper hold. He has put a ton of wrestlers away with this one.
Well, this is a big one. He's gonna need a lot of hold on that sleeper because he's got 7 feet to put to sleep.
Thornstowe with a drop kick to the back of Vinnie Massaro when he didn't even know it was coming.
That came out of nowhere. Thornstowe went up to the top rope and came flying across with a big drop kick on Vinnie.
Well, that's the strength of Thornstowe. He's able to fly where Isadora is the size and the muscle of this tag team. They've got both going for him, where the Cartel, they just have meanness, Don.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, now look here. Thornstowe went out and got a ladder. He brought a ladder into the party.
Look at the size of that ladder, Don Cost. That's not your 8-foot ladder. That's at least 12 feet.
I was going to say that's actually taller than Isadora.
Absolutely.
Outside goes Thornstowe, almost again into the lap of the
lovely Veronica.
Yeah.
And she says the smell is bothering her. I'm not sure she's been in a wrestling ring before. Isadora up on the top ropes, with J.D. Bishop. He's calling Massaro over. Thornstowe trying to make it to his feet. They are double teaming on the Giant. Massaro climbing the second rope. This is a big man. They can't get him over, Don. They just can't get him over.
No, they can't pick it. Oh, there they go.
Oh my
This entire building moved. It just shook. I mean, that had to register on the Richter scale.
Wow. The Cartel functioning very, very well as a team, Don.
Oh, they are. They are.
But there you saw Thornstowe trying to take advantage and come in with the quick pin. Massaro breaking it up. The AOD has been together for quite a while. Not as long as the Cartel. And I think that has given the Cartel a real edge in this matchup to hold on to the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship.
I think you're right on that one. Isadora is still rolling around out there, trying to get the cobwebs out of his head. And here comes Thornstowe with that ladder. You know he's got some plans with that.
Isadora slow to get up, but now up, and he hits Big Ugly with the height that blow comes down, Don. That is a powerful, powerful punch. And now he's just raking the eye of Paul Isadora. But Adam Thornstowe with a chair to the back.
Oh, that was right in the back of Vinnie Massaro. And now Big Ugly's got Isadora, and Thornstowe's got Big Ugly, and no, Big Ugly just got Thornstowe.
No, that's Vinnie in the ring.
Oh, Vinnie,
has got
Vinnie, yeah.
Thornstowe with a suplex. It's so confusing. There is action all over the place.
Total chaos. That's what it is.
It is. Look at Isadora.
Okay, Big Ugly with the Giant out here on the floor.
Look in the ring, Don. He hits him. Oh my goodness!
Whoa!
Not an Arabian facebuster. We'll call that the Italian facebuster. And big chops outside on Big Ugly from Paul Isadora.
Vinnie he's out of it. He's out of it. He's laying face down. He is out. Thornstowe rolling him over, going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh!
Wow, he was able to kick out.
That
he was able to kick out right at the right time, Don.
Well, we've had the chair. We've got the ladder in there now.
And now we've got Paul Isadora one more time.
Yeah.
We're missing one key ingredient to this matchup, Don.
Well, there's a table sitting out here. And I'm sure they've been eyeing that too. What have they got planned here? Look at this.
He's got his head. Oh my goodness! Wow!
He got that ladder across Isadora's neck, and then brought that chair down on top of the ladder.
Isadora's got to be in a lot of trouble right now, Don. He took a hard shot from that double suplex up on the top rope, and now what have they got? They got Adam Thornstowe whipping him across. He's going. Oh my goodness!
Onto the chair, onto the chair. Thornstowe's hurting. Isadora's, because I don't care how big you are.
No.
Isadora's going to be hurting with what they did over there with the chair and the ladder to him.
Well, it looks like Thornstowe's arm came right down on that chair. Not only his back, but he is holding his arm in a peculiar position. Both men down now, Don. What are we going to see here?
Okay, we've got Vinnie with the chair. We've got Big Ugly with the ladder. Isadora in one corner. Thornstowe in the other.
Oh, no, we've seen this before. It is the Olay kick by Vinnie Masaro, a move that he created himself. And Paul Isadora completely out in the corner. Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Wow.
Well,
he's going to be... You've seen the TV show The Sopranos. We have a new Soprano singing in the ring.
Yeah, I don't think we need to describe anything. You saw it all right there.
Look at Thornstowe's face.
Oh, Thornstowe is hurting big time.
Oh, he's
hurting big time. And now the Big Ugly's got the ladder against the other turnbuckle. And now the Cartel in full control of this TLC match on Portland Wrestling.
Total chaos, Todd.
Yeah.
It is amazing. The crowd here buzzing with electricity. It is Katie Barbed.
Thornstowe reversed it on Big Ugly. Big Ugly ended up on the ladder.
And he hit hard. Thornstowe trying to pull up something from deep down inside to be able to pull out this matchup. The AOD has taken a tremendous beating. And right now, Isadora being stomped in the corner.
And the biggest man in Portland Wrestling is really not a factor in this particular match right now, because Isadora is laying across that bottom rope, and he look at his eyes. He doesn't even know where he is right now.
And now he's going back out. Adam Thornstowe looking to pull a table out from underneath the ring. Isadora just completely out. Isadora and Big Ugly.
Oh, wait a minute. Are those pizza pie pans that he's using?
Well, it's a double order if it is, Don Cost. That had all the extra trimmings.
Whoa.
Because Isadora nailed Big Ugly. Down he went. There's a pin. It's a double pin attempt. Now, there's one, two. Isadora not able to hold Big Ugly from reaching the rope on that one, Don Cost.
No, well, he's still, Isadora is still pretty groggy from the beating that he's been taking. And now Thornstowe all over Big Ugly. There he comes again.
Over Vinnie Massaro. He gets him. Oh, my gosh.
Whoa. Boy, did Big Ugly reverse out of that, and Thornstowe ended up on that ladder.
Absolutely. And you can see Isadora slow to get up. The big man is taking a long time to recover, partly from his giant size, Don.
Oh, yeah.
But that was a hard chop, and now a headbutt to the lower region of
and
Paul Isadora.
And he's feeling that one. He's feeling that one. Outside he goes onto the mat.
Paul Isadora right outside of Vinnie's wife, and she is none too happy. She's pushing Isadora away from not getting any sweat on her, if you will, Don. This is nothing but a true diva. Oh,
into the post goes Isadora. Look at that. Whole post moves again. The ring moves.
And in the ring, Don, he has got Adam Thornstowe set up for the top rope. He is using the ladder as a bridge, as scaffolding, if you will.
Yep. And he's going to go up there on that scaffolding.
Isadora's shirt being ripped open, but inside the ring, Thornstowe in a lot of trouble. He's blocking it, headbutts over and over, and down goes Vinnie Masaro.
Vinnie is...
double stop on the ladder. Wow, Don Cost.
And down goes Vinnie on the outside, Big Ugly against Paul Isadora. He slapped across the chest, ripped his shirt open.
Wow, those are hard chops. Big Ugly very focused right now. Ugly getting in the ring. Adam Thornstowe trying to pull Vinnie over for a pin. One more time, Isadora into the post. There's a pin in the ring. There's one. There's two. Oh, but a stomp by Big Ugly breaks it up.
So these guys going at each other just tooth and nail.
They are pulling out all the stops. One of the greatest TLC matches I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh, he just threw Adam Thornstowe down onto that.
I mean, this is total chaos. When you've got wrestlers like this in the ring, along with the table and the ladder and the chair, although we haven't seen much out of the table yet, but they brought some other things in.
Absolutely. Thornstowe now being pulled up by the Mohawk. Big Ugly has been busted open in the nose, Don Cost. I'm not sure if his nose is broken or not. Oh, look at Paul Isadora.
What's going on here? What's going on here? Now we've got
the chair, the table is being brought in. The ladder is being set up.
Now Vinnie just put the ladder in the ring.
Isadora wanted to
now
use
there's the table. There's the table in the ring. Here comes Big Ugly with another table.
We've got three
up here.
We've got three tables set up, Don Cost. We have got three tables set up. Vinnie Massaro, he's got a master plan along with Big Ugly. These two masters of TLC matches. Isadora the Giant just reclining. He is really, really out of it.
Oh, he's groggy. He is so groggy.
Isadora going up top.
Not that groggy.
No, Isadora blocks the shot by Masaro. Masaro slapping her across the head. He's got him. No, it has changed. It is a choke slam through the table.
The table breaks apart.
It exploded in the ring, Don Cost.
Oh, Vinnie Masaro he's out flat on his back now. He's out of it.
Did you see the height that choke slam came to? Adam Thornstowe.
Down from the rafters. What? Now they're going to team up here on Big Ugly. There he goes.
A double stomp on top of the Giant's shoulder. And Isadora, he's got him up, drops him.
But look what he also hurt his partner.
Absolutely.
He hurt his partner. He wasn't thinking that one all the way through.
No, but Big Ugly rolling outside, clearly staggered. Listen to Thornstowe screaming in pain.
Hurting. Yeah, well, his knee is hurting.
Don, we still have the no-rope barbed wire death match to come tonight.
I don't know if I can take any more. I don't know.
Now in the ring, is Vinnie Massaro. He is down. Adam Thornstowe trying to take a hold of the match outside. It's now double teaming by the AOD.
Oh, look at this. Look at on the table out there, he's using like a gurney. Paul Isadora working on Big Ugly.
He is going up. He is climbing the military vehicle. He's got Ugly on a table. He has got Ugly on a table.
Oh,
Vinnie's
no, his wife is moving it. Look at this. His wife grabs the belt.
Oh, my gosh.
And she's over here on the other side.
Oh,
wow.
Stop through the table.
He came down from the top of the truck.
Wow, Don Cost. I have never seen anything like that in my life. Big Ugly completely out. He has been stopped.
What was that? 20 feet up there? 15, 20 feet? He came down?
Wow. Don, this is the military truck that we use for the camera shot. He climbed up top, and now Isadora in control of this matchup. He's got the ladder in the ring. Thornstowe is down. He is hurting outside as well.
Well, they completely destroyed that table. And now, boy, have the tables turned.
Vinnie Massaro looks like he is completely out.
He is. He is out of it. And now,
what is the Giant planning now? I think he could go over and pin him right now.
He could.
And if Thornstowe could recover, he could crawl over and pin Ugly.
Well, Thornstowe's hurting.
Absolutely.
Big Ugly, of course, is really hurting. And Vinnie is hurting in the ring. And here comes the Giant.
And that's a giant table with a giant ladder.
Yep, and a Giant working on it. There he goes. He's going over to Vinnie right now.
The Giant is methodical. The Giant doesn't move fast because of his size. But right now, Vinnie Massaro is in a lot of trouble.
Notice how gently he laid him on that table, because he's not going to be gentle very long. Oh, he's going up to the top of the ladder. Are you kidding me? Here comes Vinnie. Smashings across the back.
Oh, my gosh. Don Cost.
I don't know if that ladder's going to hold.
He's got him up.
Oh, look at this. He's got him coming down.
Oh, my gosh. The table
he's going for the pin. He's got it.
It is all over.
He's got it.
Still Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions, the Cartel, Don Cost.
And they did it as a team. We've got at least two people tonight that are being seen by medics, and I think we're going to have a couple of hospitalizations tonight.
Adam Thornstowe limping around. His knee has really taken a severe beating tonight from the chair. Isadora, look at him. The Giant went through the table, Don, and it simply exploded. It has been a great night. One more match to come, Don. It is for the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship. It is the no rope, barbed wire death match. Fans, we need to take a moment and go to see what led up to this, where Dr. Luther came to the ring and saved young Cosmic River from a brutal beating that he was taking from from Lester the Legend. This is just one incredible night here. We'll be back with that matchup right after this videotape.
Got to call the insurance company too.
This match is all over.
Wait a second, we've seen this before.
It is the Legend Legend shifter, and he's not getting out of it. He's tapping right now.
I don't even know how you could get out of it. So there it is. It all worked out exactly the way Uncle Sal wanted to. Well, I guess the good thing is Albert McClure definitely has the insurance. Speaking of insurance, here comes the AOD.
It is Dr. Luther and Adam Thornstowe. He has got a barbed wire baseball bat in the ring. Lester the Legend now going for the hammer by Dr. Luther, and down he goes.
You three losers, how about you get your asses back in here against us right now?
Dr. Luther has thrown out the challenge, Jim.
We'll see if they're going to accept. Who wouldn't want to see a six-man tag with the AOD and the Cartel?
Lester, you think you're a big man picking on a little kid? How about you come and put your belt on the line against me?
Wait a second, Frank, is Luther challenging for the heavyweight title?
Dr. Luther has called out.
Portland, who here in this building and who at home want to see Dr. Luther kick Lester the Legend down?
Well, fans, you have just seen it, Jim Valley. We just showed that video of the background of this table of the barbed wire death match. Let's go to Ken Stillwell right now.
Before the Pacific Northwest Championship, barbed wire deathmatch. Here is his first challenger at 260 pounds with the AOD, Dr. Luther.
There he is, Dr. Luther. Listen to the crowd explode, Jim Valley.
It has been 2 long years since Dr. Luther held the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship. Will tonight at Total Chaos belong to Dr. Luther?
Well, Doc, and look at the ring. Dr. Luther going to crawl through there, and then they will seal up the final barbed wire strand. The ring is just crisscrossed with barbed wire.
It may be the most unforgiving thing in wrestling.
His opponent and current Pacific Northwest champion at 255 pounds from Reno, Nevada, Luster, the Legend. Here I am.
There he is, your Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion. It is Luster the Legend in this no-rope barbed wire death match, Jim Valley.
This promises to be perhaps the most gruesome match in the history of Portland wrestling. Not only have we seen tables, ladders, and chairs tonight, and I quit cage match, but we're talking going back years with the bloody matches with Moondog Lonnie Main, Jonathan Boyd, Bull Ramus, Dutch Savage. Let's face it, Frank, Portland has had a history of bleeders come through town.
Absolutely. The violent matches that typically end a feud tonight might be just the beginning. Dr. Luther taking on Luster the Legend. Both these men, they're impervious to pain almost, Jim Valley. This is going to be absolutely off the charts.
Dr. Luther may be a fan favorite, but I'll tell you what, he is psychotic, and he has got to want this. This is going to be Dr. Luther's playground. But look at the serious look on both Luster the Legend and Dr. Luther. It may be playtime, but it's going to get ugly very fast.
Well, sometimes Dr. Luther can be a little bit aloof. You know, he likes to make some funny jokes. He's very, very quick and has some sharp wit. But there is no sharp wit tonight. There's only sharp barbed wire.
And listen to the crowd. It's almost like a hushed reverence that it's, you know, I mean, you got to be honest, Frank. If you're a fan of this, is it okay to cheer it? Is it too barbaric? I mean, it's almost like going to a bullfight.
It is, and you can see in a bullfight where the gate closes, the final strap of barbed wire has been applied, and it is Luster the Legend versus Dr. Luther for the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship that's sitting here on our announcer's desk, Jim Valley. Both men want to walk out tonight. Only one will.
We've seen matches like this. They've had them in Japan. They've had them in Texas. Never before in the history of Portland wrestling. And, I mean, normally, Frank, a lockup is a rudimentary move in wrestling. But when you're surrounded by barbed wire and you could theoretically push the other guy into the barbed wire, a lockup becomes critical in this type of matchup.
Well, and you can look, Luster the Legend didn't come in his wrestling attire. He's got his working gear on tonight, the boots, the Levi jackets. This man is focused. He wants to retain the title because, truthfully, Jim, he knows that if he doesn't, Uncle Sal has got something to say, and it's not good when Uncle Sal talks.
You think the barbed wire is unforgiving. Uncle Sal is probably just as bad and only lasts longer.
Absolutely. Luster the Legend with a side headlock right now on Dr. Luther, because Dr. Luther, he needs to win by pinfall or submission to take the title. Luster the Legend, he knows that Luther, he's got to beat him down inside the ring, Jim Valley.
And you see, and again, a little shove. Rudimentary had this been a normal match, but when you've got that barbed wire, any trip, any shove can end the match like that. I remember one time on my radio show, I interviewed the Sheep Herders, Bushwhackers, WWE. Violent, bloody matches, barbed wire with the Fantastics. They talk about that barbed wire, it turns skin to cabbage.
Absolutely. And, of course, they had a great reputation.
And again, Irish whip.
Oh, beautiful baseball slide counter by Dr. Luther. And a clothesline puts Luster the Legend down. And another one, Jim Valley. Dr. Luther has got a game plan, and it's to take Luster the Legend off his feet.
And you've got to be very measured in that ring. I mean, think about it. Dr. Luther could overstep the clothesline and find himself being pierced on the ropes. An offensive maneuver can become deadly in this type of match.
Absolutely. And Luster the Legend barely able to crawl underneath the barbed wire. He's got to be careful just getting in and out of the ring that barbed wire doesn't stick him. That is three-pronged barbed wire, Jim Valley. I know I picked it up myself at the farm store. I told them what it was for. They thought I was nuts.
Well, you are nuts, Frank. I mean, I've seen Mick Foley is famous for his frontier martial arts matches in Japan where they have barbed wire. And is there anything sicker than when you see the barb sticking to human skin? It makes me queasy just thinking about it.
Dr. Luther able to pull away. Luster the Legend not able to put his face inside the barbed wire. We saw the cage match today. We saw how unforgiving that was. We saw Bubba Blanchard bleeding from head to toe. Jeremy Blanchard covered in blood. This barbed wire, Jim, it's going to stick to you. You're not going to pull out of it. You're going to be there for your opponent to beat on you.
Yeah, you can't just pull out very quickly. Otherwise, it's going to take more skin with it and possibly open up a bigger laceration. This match is so dangerous. I'm really surprised the board of directors sanctioned it, but only on pay-per-view.
Well, as you know,
Irish whip reversal and
oh my gosh, his hands. He is stuck to the barbed wire. Luster the Legend pulling out of it. The board of directors
drop kick into the barbed wire.
Down goes Luster the Legend through the barbed wire. Wow, Jim Valley.
Can you imagine falling 4 or 5 feet onto the concrete? That barbed wire has nowhere else to go but in your skin.
Absolutely. Luster the Legend outside the ring. This matchup, you can see he's already lacerated. And now Dr. Luther. My goodness. Wow. Luster the Legend in a lot of trouble already, Jim Valley.
Luster the Legend is already in a lot of pain, and then suddenly out of nowhere, Dr. Luther grabs his forehead and is grinding it into the barbed wire right now. You can just imagine that barbed wire is probably almost reaching bone right now, Frank.
Well, you saw Luster the Legend. Look at his arm bleeding from where the barbed wire. He's a big man. He snapped that barbed wire, Jim Valley.
And that barbed wire stuck him. I mean, that's exactly why he's bleeding, Frank, is because, like you said, this is real barbed wire from a farm store. Mule kick by Dr. Luther.
He's pulling out all the stops tonight, Jim Valley.
Frank, this match changes everything you know in wrestling. Look
Luster the Legend is bleeding profusely.
I mean, it's coming out of his forehead, Frank, like a faucet. I believe the term is he hit a gusher. That is just, I mean, Frank, look at it drip down Luster's face. It looks like red raindrops. It's sick, Frank. It's just sick is what it is.
Absolutely. But now into the barbed wire once again, and it is sticking to him.
Oh, this is just brutal, Frank. Everything we expected from this barbed wire matchup. I mean, think about it. The ropes play such a critical role in wrestling. And now suddenly every maneuver is deadly. Running the ropes, the Irish whip, just a simple shove. And we've seen Luster the Legend ran into the barbed wire, goes out of the ring, and now you're seeing the results in a sickening way.
And Dr. Luther now experiencing that barbed wire, tasting it like Luster the Legend did. Luster the Legend in real trouble, though, Jim Valley. He has lost a lot of blood already.
This match only promises to get worse. I mean, look at that. It's even affecting Luster's mohawk. There's so much blood in his hair that it's starting to fold under. This match is only minutes into it, and it looks like they've been battling for about 35 minutes.
And Dr. Luther has been busted open as well, Jim Valley.
I don't think that's a surprise, Frank.
This is brutal. Luster the Legend still bleeding profusely, Jim Valley. I am not sure the board of directors knew what they were doing.
Oh, it goes down below. That is legal in this match, as you can imagine. Dr. Luther knew what he was doing, and so did Luster the Legend.
Dr. Luther bleeding buckets as well.
Both these guys have just destroyed each other.
Luster the Legend has into the steel ropes.
Oh, Frank, this is just... Oh, he just totally lacerated his arm, Frank. He is bleeding from the arm severely. It's got to be a puncture wound by the barbed wire. I mean, he hit right in that cross section, probably where most of the barbs are.
Almost a 3 count on Luster the Legend right now. Referee Albert McClure there. Dr. Luther with a snap takeover. There's one. That's almost a 3 count.
Oh, this match is brutal. This is by far the most brutal match in the history of Portland wrestling. Dr. Luther calling for the barbed wire. Is he going to suplex him into it?
No, blocked by Luster the Legend, Jim. Blocked again. Even though he's bleeding, he doesn't want to experience.
Oh, Frank, think about that. Think about the internal organs in the stomach that have just now been punctured as Luster the Legend drops Dr. Luther gut first on that barbed wire.
Absolutely. Unbelievable. Listen to the crowd respond. Luster the Legend in a lot of trouble.
And Vinnie Massaro is out here, Frank. You know, with all of this blood and carnage, I didn't even notice that.
Vinnie Massaro has snuck out here. He has got a steel chair. Referee Albert McClure is down. Albert McClure is down. He's got him in the Legend shifter, Jim. If he hits this, it is all over. Vinnie Massaro with a chair. Oh, Luster the Legend is down. Vinnie Massaro is out. He tripped over Albert McClure. Dr. Luther, look at these men covered in blood. The ring is covered in blood, Jim Valley.
They are so covered in blood, Dr. Luther barely able to capitalize.
And he leaps off of Albert McClure. He goes for the pin. There's a 1, 2, and 3. It is all over.
And new Pacific Northwest champion, Dr. Luther.
Dr. Luther, covered in blood, might not feel like a winner, but he is. He is the Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion once again. Now Luster the Legend.
Luster the Legend now getting just beaten down after the loss. Frank, I'll tell you what, it's merciful. That's the only word I can think of. Merciful that this match is over.
Absolutely. Listen to the AOD chants going. The Cartel retained the tag team titles, but they lost.
Oh my God, Frank! It's like barbed wire dental floss.
His mouth. Oh my goodness, Don Cross. It is cutting him wide open inside his mouth. Dr. Luther is unbelievable. Luster the Legend needs to get out of there. The AOD coming back to celebrate. Luster the Legend. A bloody, bloody mess. Dr. Luther in the ring, your new Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion. Listen to the fans, Jim Valley.
Frank, they got everything and more from Total Chaos. This pay-per-view has lived up to its name. I am in awe of what we've seen here tonight.
It blows away anything the national companies put on for $34, $39, $49. It is $14.99 that you have paid for this pay-per-view. Order it again. You want to see this. Dr. Luther, your new Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion. Luster the Legend still trying to get back in. He's got to face Uncle Sal.
These men have been to hell and back tonight. A lot of people talk a lot of smack about wrestling. If you don't respect what you just saw in that ring, there's nothing I can do for you.
Who wants to see 5 minutes more, please?
Oh, Dr. Luther asking for 5 minutes more.
Look at the face of Dr. Luther. He wants 5 minutes.
Hey, Luster!
He is sick.
Come on back, as Dr. Luther just got started, baby!
Wow, Jim Valley. He's just getting started.
And here comes Luster. As bloody and battered as he was, he got flossed with barbed wire. Luster is going to get back in the ring.
Is back in the ring. Vinnie, thinking better, pulls him out. Luster has lost a lot of blood. Jim Valley, the crowd has made their opinions known very clearly. Luster the Legend is... Big Ugly not able to come out of the back, I understand, still being treated. Look at Luster the Legend covered in blood.
Look at both of their faces. I mean, these two warriors left it all in the ring tonight, all for the fans and all to get their hands on the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship.
Dr. Luther staggering around in the ring from the blood loss that he has. He is now your Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion. There he is. The fans respond. Luster the Legend tucking his tail and leaving. But no disrespect to him. He has nothing to feel bad about. He gave his all, Jim Valley.
He gave his all, and he gave probably about a gallon of blood, Frank. So what more can you ask from the guy?
There he is, Jim Valley, as we sign off here on Total Chaos. It has been a pleasure bringing this to you. Jim Valley from Don Cost, the board of directors. We want to thank you for ordering pay-per-view.
What a terrific night of action that was. The Total Chaos pay-per-view, the first one ever in Portland wrestling history. And it really, really delivered. We'll have more matches of that coming up here in the next coming weeks. But first, as you can see, we've moved off of Thanksgiving and we're on to the Christmas season. And with that, I want to talk about the Portland Wrestling Encyclopedia of Portland Wrestlers from the House of Action by Mike Rogers. Let's hear a little bit more about that. Ah, Christmas. Opening the presents with great expectations. What the heck? Wouldn't you rather see this? The joy, the glee, the jubilation, dare I say the ecstasy of getting the perfect gift. And what is the perfect gift for the wrestling fan on your Christmas shopping list? Why, it's the Encyclopedia of Portland Wrestlers from the House of Action. So don't fight the crowds in the shopping mall. Instead, order from Amazon. No promise that Mike Rogers will deliver directly to you, but we can try. So get your Christmas shopping done a little bit early. Order on Amazon. It's the Encyclopedia of Portland Wrestlers from the House of Action. It's Santa's #1 requested gift. Santa says don't wait till the very last minute. Go to Amazon.com and order the Encyclopedia of Portland Wrestlers from the House of Action today. It is the perfect Christmas gift. Hey wrestling fans, Frank Culbertson here. Thanks again for tuning in to the Portland Wrestling 2000 YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like the channel so you don't miss a moment of great wrestling action. And as mentioned earlier, on the next episodes of Portland Wrestling 2000's YouTube channel, we're going to feature the Blanchard brothers, Jeremy and Bubba, a great tag team, great single wrestlers, and the feud they have culminating at the pay-per-view is one to be seen. That's on Portland Wrestling 2000's YouTube channel. Be sure to like the channel and subscribe so you don't miss a single moment of action.